This week, we are going to use one of the most popular pop culture themes in teen life to put forward a very important message, one of many that you can use with this genre. You might like this, you might not, I don't know. But we are chill, and this is how we roll. This week, we're getting controversial, slightly, maybe, I don't know. You decide how you like this. We are using one of the most popular elements of youth culture today to get across a theme, but it's not the first time we've done this. It's at least the third time we've done it just in this club, and I've done it in other clubs as well. It's always popular, it's always powerful, it sometimes goes right, not always, but anyway, have a look over here. Okay, tonight is Zombie Night. Yes, we are using zombies, and the message we're putting across tonight is actually, is the world just one big zombie? Now, we'll get to that later. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to preach and then preach it, because then you get to see it twice, and no one needs that in their life. But yeah, this isn't the first time we've used zombies, like I say. In the past, we've used it to put across the theme of infectious behaviour, and how what other people do can infect you, and how what you do can infect others. We've used it to talk about the state of the world, and the fact that the world's natural state is death, and it's infectious unless you choose to be alive. We did it in Ukraine a while ago. Hi, Ukraine people. Yeah, Jamie was there for that one. And that, again, it was talking about choosing to do what you want to do rather than just going with the crowd or going with the herd. So loads of themes you can get in, really gospel-oriented themes, really, really good. And the thing is, if you try to talk about them biblically, you'll find unchurched teens have no idea what you're talking about. But if you just talk about zombies, they get it, just like that. Because actually, these biblical themes that we talk to people all the time about, teenagers have lots of experience of them, just as zombies, not as this. We're going to go to it. I'm only going to show you very briefly what we're doing, because we're way over time, so I have to cut this a bit short. But before I do, I want to introduce you to our head of makeup and department of dress-up and everything. This is Diane.
She's amazing.
Diane is superb. Okay, I got to say that. Okay, Diane, if you could just tell the guys, how would they go about making zombies?
Put base on, usually white. Put latex, liquid latex. Then when it's dry, split it so it looks like skin is going all funny. Zombify them up. It's just a lot of different makeup techniques. You can use ordinary face paints, and you can use anything up to normal everyday.
You've used breakfast cereal in the past.
Oh yes.
What's that for?
Well, you can use burn effects.
Okay.
For that, you can make warts. You can make a full.
How do you do that? Very briefly.
Put PVA glue into a bowl. Stick a whole load of crushed up Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
You can use cornflakes, anything like that. Mush it all up, and then put it everywhere. Let it dry off.
Right. Okay. And then you paint over that.
And then paint over that. Once
Fantastic.
It's dry.
There you go. So that's.
It can dry for half an hour.
There you go. Half an hour's dry. Right. Okay. This is Tom over here. He's our one-armed zombie. You're going to find out why that is later. Again, I'm not going to talk too much through that. But yeah, I mean, to do a zombie night, you just need a load of face paint, some fake blood, some clothes that you don't mind ripping up. And that's it. I'll just talk you very, very briefly through what we're doing for the rest of it. Okay, we're playing 3 games tonight. One involves a bucket, some water, some cordial, and a mixture of really yucky ingredients that look like body parts. So we've used hot dogs and spaghetti and meatballs and lychees to be eyeballs. So yeah, it's kind of disgusting. Also, it's not a dog poo, no, it is actually a black pudding. And so there's 2 black puddings here on a piece of string. These were, I think, £1 each, and the string, well, it's string, it's not entirely expensive. The goalposts are just here to get them out of the way, because later on tonight we're playing football, so I just want them out of the way. If anybody's running around in a darkened room, I don't want them tripping over it. We also have a soldier who's coming in. In fact, we've got 2. One of them's holding the phone right now. The other one's going to be holding a gun. The gun that he's going to be holding, he's actually put it away. So, right, okay, you'll see it later. All it is, it's a water pistol that's been spray painted black. Some goggles and a mask that I got from a bargain store for £2, spray painted black. You put that on with a hoodie and a backpack, and you look like a Special Forces soldier. Really easy, really cheap. The majority of the money, I think, is on the actual the makeup stuff for the zombies. But if you're using a lot of face paint in your youth club anyway, you know, you just use what you've got. So that's it. Oh, you need 3 pieces of rope as well, which you will find out why that is later. It's not that hard a night to put together. You've just got to balance the whole zombie thing and using that in your church. I know not all churches are going to be cool with it, but, well, they're in the Bible. But, yeah, it's a really, really cool way of putting across so many important concepts that are so biblically heavy, and yet kids can get it just so quick, just by using this theme, which is what we're doing tonight. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to go to the games in a second, but you know the deal by now. Comments are disabled below because I only want to talk to youth leaders, not people who want to have an argument about this, that, the other, and don't know who you are, okay? So just go to, you'll see the website below, it's www.wearechill.com. Get on that, click on the link for the Facebook group, and then you can join in the discussion, ask questions. I can tell you exactly how we do this stuff. There's going to be more videos coming up about how we finance things, how we do preparation, how we come up with plans, but the best resource you can get is actually my book called The Chill Effect. You go to wearechill.com and you can find it there. Okay, so that's it. We are, in fact, come over here, come over here. Okay, right, guys, yeah, we're going to count down to the game. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We are chill, and this is how we roll. In 3, 2, 1.
can hear me scream. Maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's inside of me. Stop this monster. I feel it deep within. It's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become. The nightmare's just begun.
I want to just talk to you a little bit about something. I think Halloween is a really, really good way of explaining why, actually, the whole world is kind of like a zombie. Bear with me on this, okay? I'm going to explain this to you. Okay, I've noticed that things tend to creep down, and they always creep down. They kind of creep down by themselves as well. But specifically, Jay, just turn number 4 down for me, please, and turn number 7 off. Thanks, buddy guitar. Mic feedback. Right, okay. So, I want to explain what I mean by that. Okay, right. Who's ever gone trick-or-treating on Halloween? Last year, okay, right, cool. Who still does? Right, okay. Here's the thing. There's loads of stories about, about Halloween and where it came from and stuff. But do you know that when originally trick-or-treating, it was a pagan thing, and then Christians took over it and they turned it into originally a nice holiday. And it was like people remembering, dead relatives that had gone by and stuff. But also, they'd go around to people's houses and actually offer gifts, right? And that's what trick-or-treating actually began as. It was people going around to others' houses giving gifts. And then it changed, it creeped down a little bit to being, instead of we're giving you gifts, it's give us gifts. And then it went to give us gifts or else. That took a bit of a mean turn. And then, now we've gone from that, we've gone from nicing at the door, just knocking on the door and being nice, to trick-or-treating. And now people don't even want any treats, they're just going to egg your house because it's busy night. Right? We've gone from something really nice to something, actually it's just extortion, to busy night, to just, we're going to break the windows, we don't even want anything. Do you know what I mean? Have you noticed that it's kind of creeped down? And I think Halloween is a really, really good symbol of how, if you think about it, everything in the world tends to do that. Everything in the world tends to just kind of decay and just get worse. And I can give you some more examples as well. I mean, there was this music right now. I'm going to tell you how old I am now. There was this music that I listened to. Well, I didn't listen to it. It was rubbish, but it was there when I was young anyway. But there was this band called Bucks Fizz. Right? Yeah, I know. They're as bad as they sound. But they won the Eurovision Song Contest. Yay! Like, very few times they ever do that. And there was this bit in it where these women who were wearing skirts down to here, the two guys, as part of the stage piece, just ripped the skirts off and revealed that they were wearing skirts up to here. And that was scandalous. Oh, that was so shocking. Now we've got Nicki Minaj. See what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? It's going right up there, and oh, look at that! Now we've got a song, and apparently she reckons Anaconda isn't about bums. There you go. Yeah. Apart from if you've seen the video. But and what I like as well is Miley Cyrus is having a go now, of all people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm twerking, but you don't believe that. But here's the thing. It's just one of them things. This has just kind of crept up and up. And the thing is, the way women see themselves has changed exactly over the same period of time. For instance, now that you can watch anything on MTV at any time of day, that 10 years ago, a dirty old man had to go buy a magazine in a brown paper bag for. Do you know what I mean? But now it's a fairly average music video. Net result, seeing that kind of stuff is so normal, I don't even want to ask how many girls in here have been put under pressure to take a certain type of photo and send it as a message. I'm not even going to ask how often that happens, but I'll tell you this, it happens a lot more now than it did 5 years ago, and it didn't used to happen at all 10 years ago. Things tend to creep down, and they creep down by themselves, and the thing is, I bet you've noticed it. I bet you've noticed it, because here's the thing. Things going a little bit wrong is so easy. It happens all the time. You know stuff, you can think of stuff in your life that used to be really good, and it just kind of got worse, and it got kind of rubbish, and now it's just really bad. And it has that effect on you as well. You can think of these things in your life, and the reason is, and it's really simple. Have you ever found that being good is so much harder than being bad? Like, if you've got a decision, okay, doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing, I bet you doing the wrong thing is the easy decision. right? It's like, yeah, you've actually got to try to be good. Being bad is just so easy. If you think about it, it's kind of the natural state of things. Everything always goes bad. And that's what we've been talking about the last few weeks. There we go. We'll get there. There you go. Okay. See, things creep down. Always they creep down. You look around you, everything creeps down. The world creeps down. And we've been talking about it for the last 6 weeks. And we talked about how, there you go. Are you there, Stacey? There you go. Right, okay. We've been talking about some things that aren't right. And you know it. You know it because you've noticed it. Some things aren't right. Among those things, the world tends to go dark and it makes you want to go dark. Right? We looked at this weeks ago, we did the slip and slide and everything. We were talking about how the world is full of dark things. That doesn't mean you're dark people, but just dark things happen in the world and it tends to affect you. But then, you try to get around that by looking for love. We talked about this, but the thing is, very often love just stinks. And the reason love stinks is that thing that you think you're finding, it's not love, it's something else. Shh, guys in the background. Yeah. So the thing is, that doesn't work either. And then you've got your mates, and your mates can get you through it, except so many of your mates are not even proper friends, they're just buddies, right? And they let you down, and then you start feeling bad anyway, right? And it's all very depressing, isn't it? It's all very... But you've got a choice. You can either try to escape from it, you know, we did this night when we were talking about getting drunk and drugs and anything like this that helps you to escape from your life, but it's a trap. Because the more you try to escape from your life, the more you find you can't face your life, and it grabs hold of you. This is how alcoholics are made, you know, or drug addicts, or anything like that. You use something to try to escape your life, it ends up being the one thing that you actually have to escape. So, you get to the point where you've got to say, some things aren't right, are you going to change it? And we looked at that last week, right? We looked at all the Ukraine videos and all that kind of stuff. And we were talking about how, actually, yeah, things aren't right. You were born to change them. You were born to change all the things that were not right in this world. We said that last week. And do you know how you do it? It's actually really easy. The same way things creep down, one little thing at a time, they can creep back up as well. But the thing is, you've actually got to make it happen. The world does not need your help to get any worse. It'll do it by itself. It's already doing it by itself. You've noticed it. If the world's going to get better, that's going to be something that you do. But just like things that creep down, you do little things, and it just creeps back up. So all you need to do is one little thing at a time, one little thing at a time, because the choice is, things get worse or things get better. It's your choice. It will not be a great big heroic moment. Ta-da! It will not. It will be the little things. The little things. How you treat people. How you treat a stranger. How you treat someone who's just being bullied or you just walk past. You know, it's little tiny things. You make the choice as to whether things get worse or things get better. You make that choice with the little things you do. And we're going to start talking about that when we come back after the break. But we're going to start putting this into action. And this is the reason I'm talking about all this right now. Right, I mentioned this last week, the warrior team. It's over there. Okay. The warrior team. We're starting up next week. We're starting, I think 5 people have signed up so far. We're going to actually start doing things that make the world better. We're going to start doing things so that you can be someone's hero. You'd be amazed how easy it is, okay? So, if you want to join the Warrior Team, and I recommend you do, join our Regeneration Facebook group right there, and you just like that logo. You like it, you're on the team, and then we're going to start doing things. We're going to start filming things, and then you're going to see when we come back just how great these things are. The world gets worse, or the world gets better. It's your choice, and you choose with the little things you do.